Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Alright. Welcome to Alyx's world, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Let me be sure I sound okay. I know it's early in the morning. It looks like things are a go. Let me adjust my camera a little bit more. Okay, so let me tell you how this goes. It's early in the morning. Good morning. Konnichiwa. Yes, that is a kimono. Do I look like this in the morning? No. I just wanted to look fancy today. Look, I understand that live chat's probably not that full because most of y'all asleep. Why did I decide to do this in the morning? I have a full day of work. I got lots of things to do today. That includes going to see my friend sing. But I still wanted to fit in time for you, my audience, my lovely audience. I know you guys are currently quarantined. Most of you should be. I want to do what I can to take your mind off the crazy, crappy, wacky world. Currently quarantined from what seems like a viral apocalypse. Before long, we're going to be seeing zombies. We're going to be seeing zombies on the streets. I'm joking. But this coronavirus outbreak is basically making it seem like we're about to see him. I don't see anyone outside. Usually around this time, people are cutting their grass. Ain't not a single person outside right now. This is a legit thing. People like, nah, bruh. We ain't trying to get sick for nobody. For nobody's. Let me just, first off, thank you all, because there are people here. Wow. I literally didn't expect anybody to be here. I expected maybe a couple of people. But let me thank everyone who is here live. Thank you for making me a part of your day. I hope you guys are safe. I hope you guys are healthy. I hope you've been washing your hands. I just want to be sure that, first off, again, I am heard. And someone just said, now your video will be demonetized because I said coronavirus. Whatever. Whatevs, dude. It's one of those things where I have no control over that stuff. If they want to demonetize me, they have all the right to do it. Do I look blurry? Give me 1 second. I don't know why I'm looking blurrous right now. I think I need to wipe down these lenses over here. So give me 10 seconds. It's very chill. I'm not trying to go nowhere. I'm not in any kind of rush. I'm just basically giving you guys that safe space. Did I even do my intro? I sure the hell didn't. Welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Mr. Wipe Me Down, Alyx, just Alyx. That's a bit better. I look a bit clearer. I hope I do. Maybe it's just the early morning look. Well, we'll have to see how this goes. But thank you for being here. What do I usually say? This is Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx. This is Alyx. This is my Q&A corner. 96. Yep, 96. So usually, this is the part where I tell you we are close to episode 100, and episode 100 is going to be a wrestler interview. That still stands. As we get closer and closer, I will be asking you, who do you want to see me interview? I have tons of wrestlers on tap that I can call in at any time to just talk. Most of them are independent wrestlers. None of them, I'm not going to lie, basically none of them are working with WWE. The one guy I wanted to get, and I still want to get, is Mick Foley. That's who I want to be episode 100. Mick Foley. Second would be Booker T. I have contacted both of them. Well, they're people. And apparently, since they're under contract with WWE, I have to go through tons of sources and jump through many hoops to make that happen. So, I'll have to find a way to get those guys. More than likely, it will be an independent wrestler. I don't know, like Joey Ryan or Eva Lees or Tessa Blanchard, Warhorse, Orange Cassidy, Jack Evans, you know, those kind of people. And I hope you're okay with that. Maybe episode 200 we can get a WWE wrestler, but you have to start somewhere. You've been seeing me interview people like Thunder Rosa, Alicia Tut, who was at the beginning of my video. You also got me interviewing, you know, just no-name independent wrestlers, people who don't really get all that much recognition but have great stories. People like Ryan Radix and others. I even got the interview with the Lucha Underground producers. Christy Joseph, who is currently working with WWE. So many things we can do. So many possibilities. So give me some ideas, guys. Who do you want to see me interview? So let's pay some bills. If this is the first time you're watching me, first off, good morning. And I'm usually not this lackadaisical. It's in the morning. But I figured I'd give you this side of me to see how you like it. And if you like me, if you like me like this, I can keep doing the Q&As this way. I don't care. But I'm pretty sure most of you are just like, shut up and get to the Q&A. Pause. You gotta pay some bills first. If you like what I had to say, do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe, click that bell. And when you click that bell, be sure you click all notifications. Because sometimes when you click the bell, they give you these options that's like personalized. And then all. Click all. Because that way you'll catch all my videos when they come out. And if you don't want to watch them, you don't have to watch them. At least you're catching them when they come out. So, like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. While you're at it, help expand the brand. Help expand the brand. English by doing the following: liking me on Facebook, following me on Twitter at VX1 Alyx's World. Also, give me a follow on Instagram, and give me a follow on Reddit. We have a subreddit called the Wrestling Safe Space for all you crazy Reddit fans. Go crazy on that. The link to that is also down below in the description. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com with your questions and queries or just to say hi. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Super Chat, and of course buy yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. I am currently working with Teespring to also get my t-shirts there. But for right now, Pro Wrestling Tees is the place to do it. The link to that is also down below in the description box. And when I'm done, I will be turning this over to the live chat to see how you guys are doing. Let's see. Jack the Hog, Jordan Williams, Adam Redder, Malik Hiltz, Big Angel Styles. Who the hell is Angel Styles? Biggest AJ Styles fan. Richard Fielding. Richard Fielding? Fielding, because it's an I. Early in the morning. What's up, Richard? Benji UK. Let's see. Janelle Jackson. McLean Roach. Prince Rockstar. Who says I should interview John Moxley? I wish. Ultra Shao 97. Sam P. Boone. Stewart. Daquan is Savage. We got Nick Man, Atlanta, Spain. We got... let's see here. I want to be sure I catch everybody. Truth be told, Michael Walker. What's up, Michael? Christopher Carter. I cannot change my name for 90 days. That's literally what his name says. King Mike Tuds. Andy Rojas. Is it Rojas? Well, I keep saying Rojas. That is pretty much not your name. Aaron Sherwood. And Brett Siebenhaar, is it Siebenhaar? Brett Siebenhaar, Nathaniel and Jamal Laura. Now, before I move on to the Q&A, Brett Siebenhaar has revealed, and I don't know if this is true or not, but he is literally telling us that he has the coronavirus. But thank you to everyone joining me. Also, what's up, Richard Atkinson? So Brett Siebenhaar is saying Siebenhaar. I said it right. Brett Siebenhaar. I said it right. Basically said he has the coronavirus. I don't know if he's joking. If you do have it, I'm serious. Like, if you do have it, bro, I hope you're quarantined. I hope you drink a lot of water. I hope you eat. I hope you whatever you gotta do to get over it. Now, what people need to realize, we should take this into consideration. Yes, people have died from this. What they don't tell you in the social media, I could get off of this. Sorry, let me go to me. It's all about me right now. What they don't tell you on social media or the news is that while like 5,000 people have died from it, around 70,000 people recovered from it. There are more people who survived the coronavirus than people who died. Now, that's not me saying that you shouldn't take it seriously. You should take it seriously. If you get it, take care of yourself. It's a virus. Viruses are harmful to your body. With that said, though, we should take into consideration that you can recover from it. So, Brett Siebenhaar, take care of yourself. Apparently, he got it from a student parent, and he's a teacher. Yeah, man. I hope you've seen your doctor. I don't know if he's serious or not, but I don't play around with this stuff. So, take care of yourself. Okay? Alright, I can't forget about this young lady. Let's plug her real quick. Thunder Rosa! The recent interview I did with her. Easily one of my favorites. Not saying the previous ones weren't, but she is one of the best female wrestlers today in the world. Give her a shout out. Give her a shout out? Yeah, give her a shout out. Why not? If you have videos, give her a shout out. Also, give her a shout out in the live chat. I don't know who really cares at that point. I mean, I'm the one that interviewed her, so I don't know why I told you to give her a shout out. I'm tired. It's in the morning. Watch the video. Check it out. I guarantee you will like it. It was a lovely interview. How about that? We got Michelle Valez. By the way, when you do a super chat, I'm going to go to the screen. I did that by accident. I don't even know why I just went there. Guys, it's in the morning. I don't care right now. Michelle Valez says, "Hey, Alex, call it the crunchy virus." The crunchy virus? Sure. Nah, I don't know if you can eat it and it sounds crunchy. What you be eating, Michelle, to make you call that the crunchy? It's crunchy to you? All right, enough of this. So let's go ahead and get to this Q&A. We're going to start things out with my Facebook page. Then we're going to go to Twitter. Then we're going to go to my email. If you have a question for me and y'all want me to answer it, post it on those three things. I already showed you the links to it. The links to it are down below in the description. Go to my Facebook page. Like the page. Find the status that says, "Hey, I got a Q&A to do. Put your questions here and put your question there." On Twitter, follow me on Twitter and use the hashtag #AskAlex. Alex with a Y, not E. Alex with a Y, not E. Or email me at justalexsworld. If you email me at justalexsworld, I guarantee you your question will be answered. Now, if you post it on Facebook, I can't guarantee that. You just never know. You never know. There's a song that goes like that. I don't know what that song is. Maybe you do. You never know. It's something, 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 something. I don't even know if this is a song anymore. But maybe it is. Alright, here we go. First one. Adam Ritter from South Carolina. Which WWE wrestler is next to get the Cedric Alexander treatment? Along with Ricochet. I want to put that in there. AKA losing to Rick Moss. Or any wrestler on the event Superstars. Oh, crap. I'm assuming Apollo Crews because that just seems appropriate. Sorry. Real talk. Probably Chad Gable. I think he's already given up on him again. He tried to make it work with Shorty G, which was, oh my goodness, like we knew from day one, before it was even a thing, we knew that was gonna flop. And oh my goodness, did it flop. Like, that's one of those instances where I wonder, seriously, you guys know that this isn't gonna work, right? And yes, apparently it was a Vince McMahon idea. But no one has the balls to tell Vince, that's not gonna work, sir. But I'm guessing if you tell him that's not gonna work, you lose your job. He's a dictator. That's how it is. So yeah, Chad Gable, because why not? Eddie Lamb from Vancouver, and a fellow musician. What's up, Eddie Lamb Music? Tell me about your musical life. Do you do combination of composing, recording, and live performance? I understand you are also a teacher, so do you do private lessons or conduct school bands? It's now Behind the Music with Alyx. He wants to know my music life. Alright, so let me reach over here. You see this? This thing right here that I'm laying my head on because apparently I'm tired? This is a stick bag. All kinds of sticks. I am a drummer. Percussionist is the proper term for it. Sometimes when I say percussion, people be like, what? Eh? That's a percussionist. What the f-? Yes, I do drums. Drum set. I do teach drum line. I also teach front ensemble. I teach elementary drum line. I teach it all. I went to school for it. Wherever I go, I carry that with me. I probably need some new sticks anyways. Primary instrument is the marimba, which I haven't played in forever, by the way, so anyways, yeah, I do drums, primarily, private lessons, drums. I also play piano, by ear. I play only a couple of classical pieces. Most of the time, I'm playing whatever the hell I want to play. I'm very good at hearing a song and figuring it out on the piano. That's just what I do. I probably should get sheet music. I'm just too lazy to do it. Although I would probably benefit from it. Let's see. I've dabbled in brass instruments. I've dabbled in woodwinds. I find myself doing better with brass because I had the lips for it. Hello, ladies. I do sing. I don't think I'm a good singer. By the way, I figured this out a long time ago. Nobody who really sings, who's like, if you're a vocal performer, if you do it for a living, you are your worst critic. I am my worst critic when I sing. I think I sound like garbage most of the time. I cannot stand hearing myself sing. And when I sing, and people tell me, you sound great, I go, have you heard me? I've stopped doing that. I used to do that a long time ago, where people would say I sound good. I'm like, what's wrong with your ears? Yeah, I was that asshole. Now I take all kinds of compliments. You say I sound good? Thank you. I appreciate it. And the people who say I don't sound good, I go, you're right! I sound like trash! Performances. I haven't really performed all that much. I've basically been teaching. The last time I performed was at my college, it was a college talent night. That was the last time I performed in front of a big crowd. That's it. I can sing my ass off. Psych. Like, if I'm into it, if I have my adrenaline pumping, I can sing and be okay with it. I do karaoke, if that means anything, but that's not performance. Did that cover everything? It didn't. I had to talk about composing. I do create songs. I do write my own music. I do create my own beats. I love creating beats. If you was to ask me what I want to do for a living, if I can create music for a living, I would do it. I would literally be at my laptop all day, every day, making beats. That's what I would do. I gotta get a new program to do it, but yeah, I that would be my dream. Making a beat and getting paid for it? What? That's what I would do. So that's gonna cover it. Thank you for the question, Eddie Lamb. Jared Anthony Simmons from Dallas, Texas. I love this question. How did you like the pairing of X-Pac and Road Dogg as a tag team? I know Road Dogg and Billy Gunn are considered one of the greatest tag teams ever, but I thought X-Pac and Road Dogg were just as good. Listen, any combination of DX in 1998 was awesome. Those four, Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, X-Pac, and Triple H, have extremely good chemistry. Although I should really include Shawn Michaels in there too. The thing is, I've never seen Shawn Michaels team with Road Dogg. Just saying. Although I'm pretty sure they would get along just fine. But yeah, Road Dogg, X-Pac. I do remember some of their tag team matches. Yeah, they were fine. It was no different than seeing Triple H team with X-Pac or Triple H team with Billy Gunn, or so on and so forth. They just had that much chemistry with each other. I don't remember a particular match that stands out, but I really enjoyed their matches. Let's see here. Raheem Isaac from Florida. Do you think Cedric Alexander, that's a new one. I know, Cedric Alexander is what he meant to say, and Ricochet should be a tag team called Underappreciated. And the leader should be Apollo Crews with the manager being MVP. Now, I joked about this on Twitter. I literally said, you know what, MVP should just grab all the black wrestlers and just make a stable out of them. Bobby Lashley, Apollo Crews, Cedric, Ricochet, bring back Mark Henry. That's what I do. Seriously, just grab all the black wrestlers and just make a stable out of them. Probably bring in Kofi Kingston and make him the leader. I don't know. But, yeah, he probably does need to do that because this is getting ridiculous. Oh, yeah, why not? Bring in Titus O'Neil. Titus! Worldwide! Jesus Christ. Okay. I don't actually mind Cedric and Ricochet being a tag team because they clearly need it. I just want them to be treated right. I want them to get big booking, good booking, relevant booking, and not be on Superstars or Main Event, wherever the hell it's called. And look, I didn't talk about this before, and I probably should have. I might have fallen off when it comes to Ricochet, based off of his recent tweets. The fact that he was openly buried, and he's okay with that. Now, you're probably asking, what are you going to do about that? They just want to bury you, so are you just going to just express yourself and piss them off and get you buried even more? Here's my thing. You're already buried. What you got to lose? My thing is, pull a Tyler Breeze and ask to go back to NXT at least. Now, he probably has done that, and we'll see what happens. But, yeah, I'm just very curious to know why they buried Ricochet. Like, they openly, straight up, made him look like a bitch. They did. And he's like, oh, you should be happy that I get to perform for you. Like, no, I'm not happy that you get to look like a bitch in front of me. I'm not happy with that. You look like a bitch. He made you look like a bitch. Now, are you okay with looking like a bitch? Because if you're okay with looking like a bitch, I'm okay with you looking like a bitch. And we can just accept the fact that you're a bitch. Why am I calling him a bitch? I have no idea. He was made to look like a bitch. Ricochet the bitch. How many bitches is that? Is that like 10 bitches? Probably 8 now. It's early in the morning. I'm not going to censor myself. Yeah, I'm okay with the stable. Fight the power. We are the nation. David Herbst. What's up, David? from Abilene, Texas. Appreciate all you do. Thank you there. Thank you, sir. Should WWE bring back general managers? Yeah, I'm already done with the whole, okay, we're just gonna make matches and no one's gonna be in charge and some wrestlers are just gonna come out and make their own matches and we're supposed to be okay with it. Listen, guys, just come out and have a general manager that we don't see every other day. NXT still has one. William Regal works. Just have someone. Have it be Paul Heyman for all I care. Just have him come out every once in a while to make the match happen. Charles Mitchell. Let's see here. Oh, he's asked me all kinds of questions. Samoa Joe is one of those guys I want to see succeed, but he just can't seem to keep himself healthy. Do you think he will end up like Mr. Anderson and Wade Barrett being future endeavor if he keeps getting injured or suspended? Yeah. Yeah, that's one that, look, by this point, he should have been at least a one-time world champ. But they can't push him because he keeps on getting hurt. So, it's getting to the point where, look, if they release him, he'll get picked up by AEW, but I don't even think AEW would push him because he keeps on getting hurt. He keeps getting hurt. He keeps having freak accidents. So, if AEW picks him up and decide to push him as a main event player, which they should, by the way, because that's Samoa Joe, hopefully he'll make it work, but it's probably too late. Like, at this point, he probably should consider being a commentator. He's awesome at it. He's a great color commentator. He should replace Jerry the King Lawler, by the way. But yeah, if he... Listen, I say give him one more shot. Like, if he can't make this next run work, dude, call it a day. It's time to just be a commentator. If Shawn Michaels came out of retirement, which of these guys would you want to see him face? AJ Styles, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, or Seth Rollins? Why would you even ask that question? You know I'm going to pick Daniel Bryan. You know that, right? That's the best possible match you can get out of Shawn Michaels. Seriously. So yeah, Bryan versus HBK. Last question. We've seen a lot of people signed from the Indies fall in WWE, but who do you think has been the most successful? Out of everyone who was signed from the Indies? So, in terms of who's gotten the most popularity, CM Punk. In terms of who's the most successful in WWE, like in terms of title wins and main events, Daniel Bryan. In terms of who is the most successful in WWE, like WWE's eyes, Seth Rollins? I don't know. I'm going to go with Bryan, though, because I feel like in terms of the people who came from the indie circuit, like the modern-day indie circuit, a made name for himself, that one's the most successful, because he's going down in history as one of the greatest of all time. Richard from Great Britain, do you think it's time for a New Day breakup? Yes, Richard. How would you book it? Kofi and Big E's been, they've been having some ups and downs as of lately. Personally, there you go. They can't get it together. Ever since Xavier Woods left them, they figured that, you know what, y'all, this ain't working no more. Let's break it up. Now, I personally would have one of them turn heel. I would have Kofi turn heel on Big E and push Big E as a main event player. And Xavier Woods can join with Kofi and they can do their thing. But that's what I would do. More than likely, they'll just break them up and then they'll go their separate ways. Ontario, California. If Tampa does postpone WrestleMania to let's say May 10th, how would you feel if they cancel Money in the Bank pay-per-view and move the ladder matches to main event? Oh, let me read that again. I like this question. A little bit slower. If Tampa does postpone WrestleMania, how would you feel if they moved the Money in the Bank match to WrestleMania? That's an awesome question. Well, Daniel, I think Money in the Bank should have always been at WrestleMania. Now, I'm cool with it having its own pay-per-view. I think it's great as a singles pay-per-view. With that said, it does get to a point where, I don't know, it just feels the best place to have it is at WrestleMania. It gives WrestleMania that spark. It gives WrestleMania that shine. The more importance to it. So I say screw it. If it's gonna be postponed, Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. Money in the Bank. WrestleMania. Let's see here. Do you think WrestleMania will be postponed? Should it be postponed? WrestleMania. I would postpone it. I would postpone it until June. Not May, June. The first week of June. First weekend of June. Why not? Gives us a couple of months to let this blow over. I know a lot of people are like, that's a long ass time. Yeah. But let's be real, the hype for the show sucks anyways. Right? It's garbage. You'll be okay. Same wrestlers are going to be there. We get to create new matches, freshen them up, make them feel a little bit more important. And I love the idea, the concept of the empty arenas. Let's keep that going. Let's develop the characters that way. And then once we start to get into the groove of having arena shows again, yeah, let's do WrestleMania. Because I think what's going to happen is when you have shows like the empty arena shows that rely heavily on the characters and the stories, you force them to do some cleaning, to make some mistakes, and to improve. You know what I mean? So I think for the best to hold it off until June. I think it is and should be postponed. Now, with that said, I should reiterate this. Just because it might be and probably will be postponed does not mean it will be canceled. There's a big difference between cancellation and postponement. Cancellation means WrestleMania is not happening it's not happening this year at all. That's cancellation. I doubt that's happening. Vince will find a way to have WrestleMania. He will find a way to have WrestleMania. Now, will it happen in Tampa Bay? More than likely, it won't. I'm seeing news that Tampa Bay wants to cancel WrestleMania. Because the outbreak's not getting any better. Vince McMahon will not pull the plug. I know some of you are like, well, he would be stupid not to. Guys, you do realize who this is, right? If you look at your history, you know Vince will not pull the plug. They will have to pull it for him. They will have to drag him kicking and screaming into cancellation. If he can, he will fight to have it go on. And right now, he can, and he will have it fight. He will fight to have it go on. But yeah, I would postpone it. Like, just give it a couple of months. That's it. We can wait. Ain't nothing else really happening right now. So just chill. Let the wrestlers go home and spend time with their families. Johnny from Virginia. Not saying this is going to happen, but what if WWE decides to cancel or postpone WrestleMania? I just answered that question. And they instead do it at the PC with only a few people. Look, Johnny, thank you for your question. I am someone that believes WrestleMania needs a crowd. It needs a crowd. It's not gonna feel like WrestleMania without a crowd. That is a show that personally, damn, I don't want to say that. Like, if it can't feel like WrestleMania, I'd rather you not do it. I said it. Yeah, I would rather. Again, this is me. This is not going to reflect WWE. I would rather you just wait. Just wait. You can cancel SummerSlam and then do WrestleMania in July for all I care. Just wait. Just wait until everyone is able to go out. Wait till it's safe. And host the event somewhere where if you had to put doctors in front of the doors to check them to make sure they're okay, fine. But just wait. Now, Vince McMahon's not going to wait. Vince McMahon, as I said before in the previous question, will host it if he can. It don't matter if it's in front of 7 people or nobody. Vince will have it in front of an empty arena. Just like he's doing SmackDown and Raw right now. He is going to host WrestleMania. He will do it at the Performance Center. Some of you are saying that's not a solution. I'm just like, guys, like, people who lose their shit every time I have an opinion. Guys, I don't run WWE. Like, wake up. Okay? Oh, postponement is not a solution. I'm just like, I'm sorry. Wait, what do you want them to do? You want them to cancel it? It's not gonna. That's never gonna happen. I can tell you that right now. Well, canceling is not gonna work out. Putting it in an empty arena. I'm just like, guys, I am not booking this shit. I'm not worrying for WWE. I don't book shows for WWE. I'm telling you what WWE could possibly, most likely, 90% sure, I'm pretty sure they will do. When it comes to WrestleMania, push come to shove, they will have it in an empty arena. WrestleMania will happen. Fireworks and all. Trust me, they will host this thing if need be. Have you decided or gotten an idea who you would interview? I already announced that I would like to interview Mick Foley for a question Q&A 100. Gonna keep trying. Booker T is another option. Gonna keep trying. But it's just options. Matthew from Massachusetts. Thinking far ahead, do you think the main event of WrestleMania 37 will be McIntyre or Roman Reigns? Well, Matthew from Massachusetts. Knowing WWE, it will be Roman Reigns because they're stupid. Yeah, I said it. It would be stupid to have Roman close the show. It's McIntyre's night. McIntyre needs to main event the show. Not Roman. McIntyre. McIntyre won the Rumble. McIntyre is the guy that the corporate machine and fans are behind at the exact same time. You have him beat Brock Lesnar, he would get a big pop. But knowing WWE, they don't care about that. They want to coronate Roman for the 10,000th time, which will not work. Especially if no one's going to be there. Have McIntyre close the show. That's what I think should happen. Trayvon from Chicago. 2000 to 2019, what were the 3 best years of wrestling? For me. 2000 definitely. That was an awesome year. 2002 goes heavily overlooked, but that is one of the best years ever, in my opinion, in terms of what he's given me. So 2000, actually 2000, 2001, well, not 2001 because that's the Invasion era. Although 2001 does have WrestleMania 17. So I put it up there in top 5. You asked me for top 3. All right, so 2000, 2002. 2005. Might go with 2001, actually. So it's like 2000, 2002, 2005, and then 2001, if I had to. And then after that would be 2008. So there you go. Now, if you would have told me ever, I would have basically chose every single 90s year. But all right, let's go. Isaiah Webb from Norfolk, Virginia. Bray Wyatt versus John Cena has a good story build after the previous encounter. Bray is looking to avenge his loss, but it would be even better if he still had the belt. So that way, if something's in it for Cena to win his 17th world title. Do you feel their feud wants the belt more than Reigns and Goldberg? Yeah, I think everyone knows and believes, and if you have common sense, you'll agree. No, I'm joking. You don't have to agree. No, for real. All seriousness, I don't care if you agree or not. But it's one of those things where you can't tell me the better feud is not Cena and Wyatt. You can't tell me. There is no hype with Goldberg and Rowan. There is no hype with that match. It literally is spear versus spear. That's it. With Bray Wyatt and John Cena, there's a story behind it. There's there's intricate layers to this. It's hard not to get behind it. After that promo they cut last Friday, yeah, I would definitely put the championship back on The Fiend and have John Cena compete for it. You have a story there. I don't even know why they took it off The Fiend, but they're stupid like that. Jeff Hardy is looking more banged up these days. Looks like all those high spots are catching up with him. Although he's a nostalgic act, the company always saw him as the bigger star over his brother, so he may get the opportunities that Matt didn't. Do you see Jeff Hardy resigning or leaving to go to AEW? He's already basically told the world that he's waiting for his contract to expire. He's not planning on staying. He doesn't want to stay. Jeff wants to be gone. But he has to do the 3 months that he got held over for because of injury. So when his 3 months are up, he will be gone. He already said he's leaving, so I'm not even going to pretend to think he'll resign. He's gone. And he should leave. Shane McKeever from Detroit. I love the story with Adam Page and the Elite. With that said, I love Page, but I'm not a fan of Omega and the Bucks. You won't be the other one. You won't be the only one. Excuse me. To me, it almost feels like Page is the babyface and the Elite, minus Cody, are the douchebag heels. Do you think an Elite heel turn on Page could work? No. Here's a feud where, because believe it or not, here's what I will say about Hangman Page. I think him as a white bread babyface was not working. I'm happy they're taking this route with him as a much more detestable and hateable character. With that said, there's something about him being a heel that's extremely likable. The more of a douchebag he is, the more I want to see him. Like, it's a Stone Cold Steve Austin kind of booking, and I'll keep saying that. The more hateable he is, the more likable he becomes. Like, the more evil things he does, the more you like him. Now, it's very easy to boo him, but after a while, it just comes across as badass. So, here's my thing. I'd say this. Continue the feud. Continue the story. Let the crowd react how they want to react. And just gauge it accordingly. Like, have them turn on the Young Bucks. Have them attack Kenny Omega from behind. If they end up cheering him for it, go with it. Hell, man, look. If it gets to the point that the Young Bucks are just being booed naturally, okay, let them play heels. Just be a heel. But don't try to be so rigid with your booking. You know what I mean? Like, be flexible. You see the crowd liking Hangman Page? Alright. Go with it. Roll with it. Continue on with him being a babyface. And if they start booing him, alright. You're already booking him as a heel anyways. You get what you want. Sammy from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Who is the worst yes man? Brother Love or Johnny Ace? Oh, Bruce Pritchard is the worst one. Johnny Ace has, noteworthily, is that even a word? There have been some instances where Johnny has disagreed with Vince McMahon. He's not afraid to disagree with Vince. Brother Love, Bruce Pritchard will do whatever Vince wants him to do. He is the notorious kiss ass. Chance from Florida, South Carolina. If Tony Khan and Vince McMahon had a match or a confrontation, who would you watch? Excuse me, I was going to say, who would you have win? Sorry, who would you watch it? Yeah, I'd watch it to see what would happen. I would fear for Tony Khan's life, but yeah, I would watch it. If you were booking a WrestleMania, what matches would you do? It could be with wrestlers in WWE now, and you can add in some legends who can still wrestle. Bro, like, you asking me to book an entire WrestleMania? That's a lot. Why y'all want to hear me book, especially early in the morning? Okay, past legends and current talent. I guess that's what I would do. I would do past versus future. Shawn Michaels versus Daniel Bryan because I can. Austin versus CM Punk because I can. I might do Hogan versus Austin. I don't know, but that's a match I would do. Rock versus Roman Reigns is a match that needs to happen anyways. And I guess I would do Sting versus Taker because I gotta get that out of the way. I'm not doing it for WrestleMania because it's too early in the morning for that. Name your top favorite video game characters. Sonic the Hedgehog, Sora from Kingdom Hearts, Mario, Link from Legends of Zelda, Cloud from Final Fantasy. There. I literally made that up off the top of my head. I don't really know if they are my top favorite. I just wanted to get the question out of the way. Michael Gross is letting us know that in 23 days, he is going to make the biggest donation of all time. Boy, Sumter Rudolph, what are your goals you have for this year? What are the goals I have this year? I have a video coming out. I have a series of videos coming out next week explaining what I plan on doing. So, it'll probably be one video. I don't even know. It'll probably be one big fat video. So, look for that. That's going to be interesting. But the idea is to be more independent and less dependent. Jimmy D, what do you think is next for Bray Wyatt, Fiend after Cena? A championship match with Roman Reigns. Juan from San Jose, do you think Cena will retire? Ha! Yeah, he'll probably retire. I think he wants to find the best way to call it a day. I think he's looking for a reason to just call it a day with WWE. I don't think he wants to keep doing this for the rest of his life. I wouldn't. That's just how I feel about it. Especially when you've accomplished literally everything you can accomplish, you're just coming back because. Let's be real. Like, I think Cena likes having his balls sucked by WWE. I think he likes the idea that when he ever goes back, they always say that he's the greatest of all time. They always do this thing where it's just like, oh man, look, John Cena, Don Cena. You the greatest of all time. Yeah, you the greatest. You the greatest of all time. Yeah. You the greatest. You the greatest of all time. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I'm making that song up. What the hell? So I'm checking my Gmail right now. Why did someone send me something and... Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna delete that. So I'm gonna go to my email right now to answer some more questions, and then I'll go to Twitter last, but that does it for Facebook. Yeah, John Cena is probably looking to call it a day, but sometimes he just needs his ego stroked, so that's why he's back. Sumter! At WrestleMania, if Sasha Banks fights Bayley for the title, if Sasha Banks doesn't fight Bayley for the title, which match would you like to see? Bayley versus Io Shirai, Bayley versus Nia Jax, Bayley versus Bianca Belair, Bayley versus AJ Lee. I am choosing the last one. Screw you. That is a match that is going to blow all people's minds. Do I see WWE making her a jobber? Nah, you can't bury Bayley. Yes, you can. I'm not fucking kidding. They can bury the shit out of anybody that's not John Cena. No, I don't think they will. I think she's in a good position now. Who would you think would make a great modern day four horseman with Ric Flair being the JJ Dillon of the group? Modern day four horses. Four horsemen. They gotta be young. Can I just pick the Undisputed Era? That's what I'm doing. Undisputed Era. We're not calling them the Four Horsemen. We're going to keep calling them the Undisputed Era. But the Four Horsemen, sure. By the way, one thing I do look forward to being changed when they get to the main roster is the Undisputed Era. Vince is going to change that name. He probably thinks it's stupid. Or call them Undisputed or something. You know it. By the way, do me a favor. Before we move to Twitter, I would like you, if you're able to, if you have a Twitter, there's a certain mashup I have circulating on the interwebs. It is, and I see the questions coming in right now. It is a mashup of Sami Zayn and My Chemical Romance. If you haven't heard it, boys, y'all missing out. Y'all's are missing the outs. I want you, if you can, to go on Twitter and retweet that thing. I want Sami Zayn to see it. Okay? He has been using Twitter a lot as of lately. I want Sami to see that mashup because I want him to be in awe of everything I give, of everything he gets in that mashup. So yes, tweet it, retweet it, find a way to get on Twitter, if you can, to tweet that baby as much as possible, because I needs my validation from Sami Zayn. I'm joking. No, I just need him to see it because I think it's one of the greatest matches of all time. So, little plug there to the matchup. All right, I got a couple of minutes to knock this out. There, I gotta go because I got a busy day ahead of me. So, send me and see, people are sending it to me with just Alyx. I want you to send it to me with Ask Alyx. That's what I'm looking for. But I'll answer this one from Betrez. Betrez? Do you ever see Bray Wyatt getting another title shot? Yeah, he'll get one after WrestleMania, bro. They took the title off of him because they were scared that people wouldn't watch because they suck at booking. Sorry, that's literally why they took it. That's it. They took the title off of him because they suck at booking. They suck at booking legit talent. So, that's why. See, so Ask Alyx is back. Let's see. See what we got. Kevin Dunn. Alright. It's taking its time. Hold on for a minute. Try this again. There we go. Brendan Hawkins from Chicago. Throughout all your years of watching WWE, what would have been the moment you stopped watching if YouTube wasn't your job? Oh boy! Damn. There were so many. I think Roman Reigns winning the Rumble would have been it. That would have been it for me. That would have been like, okay, screw this. I'm not watching this ever again. Because that was so mind-bogglingly stupid. That is one of the worst. That's probably one of the worst matches of all time. It is one of the worst matches of all time. But that's probably the worst Rumble ever. Now, 95 is a very close second. But 95, you didn't have anybody. At least Shawn Michaels won that. Roman did not need to win that match. And it hurt Roman. Mario! In my personal opinion, I believe the Canadian Destroyer and the Spanish Fly are two of the most overrated and overused moves in wrestling today. Your thoughts? Yeah, Spanish Fly and Canadian Destroyer should be match enders. I remember when the Spanish Fly was a match ender. And I miss it being a match ender. Because that move, you could hit out of nowhere and it looks so fucking pretty. But because people use it all the goddamn time, it doesn't look pretty anymore. I think it's stupid. And the Canadian Destroyer just hurts my soul. That one, I'm just like, you should be dead. That was one of the best finishers ever. That was part of the reason why I watched TNA. To see that move. But now everyone does it, and now it's just like, okay. It's not that special anymore. So I agree. It's overused and undervalued now. Because people use it all the goddamn time. It's like the pile driver and the suplex. It's just like the suplex, actually. Flips and kicks, eek. In terms of in-ring quality, do you think that wrestling is at its best? Yes. This is the best. In terms of in-ring quality, this is the best years to be watching wrestling. But what it lacks, what it makes up, look, what it's making up for in wrestling is lacking in character. It lacks a lot of character. And the problem is, if you don't have enough characters, people aren't going to care about what you're doing. So we should get back to characters. Pin and camera. What are your top 5 favorite wrestlers and why? Stone Cold Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker. Those are the greatest of all time. I grew up watching them. Three of them are from Texas. Hogan is not from Texas. The Rock is from Miami. But those are the guys that made me a fan. Those are the guys I grew up with. Those are the ones who took a boy at 7 years old and made him an overall long-term lifer for professional wrestling. Remy, who would you like to interview who would you like to interview for that special interview episode? Oh, you gave me some options. Would I interview Sasha Banks? Yes. Velveteen Dream. Ma'am. Dustin and Brady Rhodes. I don't think Dustin likes me, but yeah, I would get Brandy in a heartbeat. Adam Cole and Dr. Britt Baker. DMD. Of your list, Sasha Banks. I can get Velveteen Dream would be a big pickup too, but I would get Sasha Banks. If Lucha Underground if Lucha Underground wouldn't have been on a national television, if Lucha Underground would have been on a national TV channel like TNT and AMC, do you think it would have gotten better ratings than Raw and SmackDown? No, it would still get the same ratings it was getting on El Rey Network, if not doing what AEW is doing now. I don't think it was ever meant to be a national success. But it doesn't matter. It's still a great TV show. That's all I care about. Little Toady, do you think this back has a typo? Because I think it was done on purpose. The Phenom, be wary of the old man. Yeah, that's that is an AJ Styles t-shirt, I think. Just to mock Taker. Steve Washington, would you pair a past manager with today's talent? If so, who? Yeah, let me see. Ric Flair, I would definitely bring back Ric Flair and pair him with Bobby Roode. That's what I would do. Ric Flair and Bobby Roode, or excuse me, Robert, don't call me Bobby Roode. That would be so goddamn awesome. That just fits. That's just too perfect. I would definitely do that. I think he could use a Ric Flair in his corner. Robert, are there any non-wrestling podcasts you listen to that you would highly recommend? Yes. Now that I'm thinking about it, I gotta let me pull them up actually, because Jim Cornette was actually gonna be my first one. Double Toasted. There we go. Double Toasted's one. Definitely check them out. I listen to a lot of Gabby Hanna. I enjoy Gabby Hanna. I think she's awesome for that. I can't say Okayfabe. Okayfabe he's a wrestler. He's a wrestling personality. Although I would recommend you subscribe to him. Team 4-Star. Love them. That's about it. Like, everybody else is wrestling. Everybody else is wrestling. That's all I got for you. Okay, what was your earliest memory of watching Triple H's NXT? Rollins versus Jinder Mahal. That's about it. That's the first time I watched his NXT. Yeah. And I didn't start watching again until Sami Zayn fought Cesaro. And then I was hooked ever since. Alright. That's gonna do it, guys. I gotta get out of here. I got a long day ahead of me, and I would love to be here all day to make your day great. But I have to eat. I have to brush my teeth, and I gotta get ready for a performance later on. So, I want to thank you all for coming up here, for making me a part of your day, for everything. I want you to stay safe. If you have the coronavirus, stay quarantined. Take care of yourself. Other than that, like the video, subscribe. Sorry, I just got a message from my friend. I love you. Take care of yourself. And don't forget to continue checking in and making me a part of your day. Thank you for joining me in Alyx's World. This is Alyx, just Alyx signing out. Be safe. Wash your hands. I'm out of here.